welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the latest trends in the stock market, starting from the benchmark index moves to sectoral action and all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. What we'll also focus on today is on the huge discounts that the stock markets are also offering you. A lot of stocks are actually trading at much lower levels than their all-time high levels, than their 52-week high levels. So where is it that you can scout for value and bargain hunting in this current market as well? That's something that we are going to be discussing with our expert as well very shortly. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's quickly check the levels for the Nifty right now. About 100 points higher in trade at 19,831. So the strong buzz continues. We're also looking at the Nifty Bank contributing about 0.6% higher in trade for this one, 260 points of a jump for the Nifty Bank. The broader markets also supporting the markets, 1% higher for the small cap 100 index today. And you can actually see the broader markets also lending in support, 0.5% gains coming in from the mid-cap 100 basket as well. Sectorally speaking, the sectors that are taking the lead today are the banking space stocks and the financial services. Financial services up by 0.7%, PSU banks up by 0.6% in trade. You also have the FMCG, oil and gas, private banks, healthcare index also following suit. Barring just about flattish move on the realty space, you have all the other sectors that are up into the green today. On the Nifty gainers pack, you do have stocks like Power Grid, BPCL, SBI Life, HDFC Life, all up in trade, Tata Consumer Products, NTPC. So the power space stocks, the life insurance stocks, they are doing well in the markets today. On the other hand, when we look at the lower stocks as well, there are just about 6-7 stocks that are down in trade today. And losses coming in on L&T, UPL, Tata Motors, Grasim and Asian Paints at this point in time right here. On the broader markets front, you do have a lot of railway names coming back in flavor today. Stocks like Ircon International, IRFC, they are picking up momentum in the Nifty 500 basket. These are the stocks that are moving very, very sharply today. Ircon International up in 2 digits, 10% higher in trade. Similarly, IRFC up by 5% in trade. We also have Gujarat, Pipavav Port, Data Patterns, Home First Finance, some of these stocks that are really buzzing in trade. From the F&O basket, you have Delta Corp, again Max Financial Services, Indus Towers, Apollo Tires. These are some of the stocks that are moving higher in trade right here. But time to welcome our guest on the show. Hemang Jani now joins in, market expert with us. Mr. Jani, very good afternoon to you and thank you so much for taking the time out. First up, your comment on the markets doing well in today's trade, about 100 points higher in trade, and we are again making an attempt to inch towards that 19,900 and then 20,000 mark as well. Do you think this time around we will be able to climb all walls of worries and again we will be able to come on the uptrend?
Yeah, so overall view on the market remains quite positive as we have also looked at the geopolitical tensions and the crude prices really shoot up. But our market has remained quite resilient and the earnings season is progressing well. There are expectations that the festive season you will see good record sales for multiple consumer-oriented companies, be it two-wheelers, cars, and many more categories. And the sense is that this issue which is there will also remain confined to Israel and Palestine, and it may not really escalate into a bigger issue. So I think with that kind of a base case scenario, the market outlook continues to remain quite positive.
Okay, right. Let's get down to understanding our theme of the day, and that is to find out stocks where there is still a margin of safety that one can look at, a lot of value buying that can still occur at these levels, because even if the markets are scaling up again back to their all-time high levels, there are several stocks that are actually trading at discounts when we compare with the 52-week high levels or all-time high levels as well. In fact, data researched by our team today suggests that of the BSE 200 list, there are about 23 stocks that are trading at over 50% discount to all-time highs as well. And this includes a lot of stocks from various sectors as well, including the new age tech stocks, the banking stocks as well, especially the PSU banks, realty space stocks, the Adani Group stocks as well. A lot of stocks are trading at huge discounts, but we are trying to find out where exactly should you be looking at fundamentally strong stocks as well. So Mr. Jani has also come out with some stocks and you have shared with us. So let's start off with your list first. Talk about the first stock that you've picked out where there is enough value that investors can even look at in today's trading session.
Actually, I have shortlisted three names. The first one is Ambuja Cement, which is down almost 26% from the 52-week high. And the cement sector outlook is good, and particularly Abuja, given the kind of recent acquisitions that they've done, and the volume growth picture continues to look very good. Margins also are going to remain okay because the commodity prices have really come off from the high. So this is one space that we like. Ambuja has corrected and is looking quite attractive at this price point. We're looking at about 18% kind of an upside there. Another one is Gujarat Gas, which is down 21% from the 52-week high. And, both the volume and the margin outlook remains quite good for a company like Gujarat Gas because propane, competition that was there, now there is a bit of a parity. So this is another good fundamentally sound stock. And the last one is an NBFC company, Poonawalla Fincorp, which has corrected almost about 16% from the 52-week high. Very high growth-oriented company. And if I have to give you a parallel, it is a smaller version of the Bajaj Finance of the world. And next 2 to 3 years, the company can grow more than 35% in terms of AUM, in terms of earnings. So this is one stock that we like, which has corrected in the last, let's say, about 6 to 8 years.
Okay, so Ambuja Cements, a stock that is trading around 442 odd levels. It's down 26% from 52-week high levels. You also have Gujarat Gas that's still down about 21% from 52-week high levels of 539 rupees. It is trading at 427 rupees odd. You also have Poonawalla Fincorp that's somewhere around 380 rupees, and its 52-week high level was 452, and it's down about 16 odd percent. So it's not just the e-commerce space, but stock markets also offering you a lot of discounts right here. So these three fundamentally good stocks is what Mr. Jani has recommended that you can keep on your radar as well. Banking space, cement basket, and the oil and gas space is what he has considered. Mr. Jani, let me take also a comment from you on a list of stocks that we've also come out on Business Today as well. A lot of stocks from our list of BSE 200 have come up with respect to the kind of substantial discounts from their all-time high levels as well. So when we consider BSE 200, we've come out with a list of 28 stocks to be precise. In fact, 23 stocks to be precise, where a lot of discounts, the stocks are trading at over 50% discount to all-time high levels. So a lot of names from the new age tech basket feature in this list. For example, PB Fintech is still trading at a 50% discount to its all-time high level. Paytm, that's 197 Communications, is trading at 52% discount to its all-time high levels. FSN E-Commerce Ventures, that's Nykaa, that's trading about 66% discount to its all-time high levels. Now, we all know the kind of substantial discounts that they were trading at just about a year back as well, with the questions coming on their valuations and the stocks and the companies not being able to produce a lot of profitability. Things started to change for these companies just about 2 quarters earlier when the companies focused and the management's focus started to shift towards increasing their profitability, operational as well as net profitability as well. Anything that attracts you at this point in time when it comes to the new age basket, and any stocks from this space that you'd like to consider even at these levels?
From the names that you shortlisted, Paytm is something that we like, and in the recent past, stock has actually shot up. It's almost about 35-40% higher. But given the kind of data points that we are tracking on a monthly basis in terms of users, and more importantly, the path to profitability with the financial services vertical, the wealth part, which has started contributing in a meaningful way, we think that the traction in terms of the profitability will grow from here on. So we do like Paytm even at current price point. We think that a 20-25% kind of an upside is very much likely over there.
Okay, Paytm can still give you an upside from the current levels. So despite the uptick that you've seen in the recent past, it can still offer you some value at this current level, still trading at 52% discount from all-time high levels, and a considerable upside can be seen as a bet right here. The other space that's recently come up in news flows as well as the stock market performance is the metals and the mining space again. A lot of commodity-based stocks have been reacting with the kind of global macros in shape. And of course the regulatory actions taking place. So stocks like say SAIL, NMDC, they have come back in action. A lot of steel stocks, JSW Steel, Tata Steel have been in momentum as well. But both NMDC, if we talk about 71% discount, it is still trading at from its all-time high level. SAIL is also down by about 70 odd percent. Do you like this space as well, the metal and the mining pack, and anything that attracts you here?
Yes, we do like that space more so because now you're seeing a lot of reforms and developments happening in terms of the royalty, rates which are being fixed by the government, and we think that the pricing environment is getting much better for some of these companies. And
Okay.
despite the fact that it's quoting at 71% discount, and the fact that in the last few months it has run up, the valuations, if you look at it, for NMDC is still available at about 8 to 9 kind of a forward PE with significant upside potential. So I think NMDC, even at this price, offers a 20 to 25% kind of an upside for 12-month time frame.
Okay, so NMDC is a preferred stock from the mining space that can still have some offer of an uptake that one can definitely look at. It's trading still about 71% at a discount from its all-time high levels. That was many years ago. Let's also discuss the banking space at large. This space is also coming back in action this entire year, and especially PSU banks is something that have actually shown a lot of improvement this entire year. Substantial move is what we've seen, and many names in this list of 23 stocks that we have taken out feature from the banking space as well. Let me name for you some stocks that are still trading at huge discounts to its all-time high levels. So Indian Overseas Bank down 81%, Union Bank of India down 75% from its all-time high levels, Punjab National Bank down 73%. You also have some of the other banking majors like Bandhan Bank, that's still about 67% down from all-time high levels. Canara Bank, that's down about 55% from its all-time high levels. So all of these banking majors are also looking featured in this list as well. Anything that you like from the PSU banking basket that, despite the kind of move that we've seen, still offers a lot of value?
Yes, we think that PNB, Canara Bank, and Union Bank, these are the three names where we find still a lot of value, both in terms of from all-time high, how much they've corrected, the current book value, the current operating performance, and what kind of growth these companies can deliver. So we think that even at this price point, these three names can offer a 20-22% kind of an upside for a 12-month time frame.
All right, got that. Well, many thanks, Mr. Jani. Thank you for being with us on this show and discussing all these stocks that are trading at huge discounts to their 52-week high levels and all-time high levels, and still a lot of opportunities that exist for the investors, despite the fact that the markets have already shown a lot of run-up. There are several stocks that are still available at good discounts and one can look at. Many thanks for being with us on
Thank you
this
so
show.
much.
Well, getting back to the markets, 110 point of an uptick still continues on the Nifty 50. You can see a 19,842 kind of a move. So it's trading at the day's high point. Despite all the choppiness that we saw in the first half, the markets are picking up strength. And that's on the back of the banking heavyweight majors. So you have financial services, private banks, PSU banks, all giving that extra fillip to the markets. And on the back of that, you can see the Nifty Bank also inching higher in trade. Some support coming in from that one. You also have the broader markets, clearly the small caps that are doing very well, 1% higher in trade, and some of these stocks also providing that extra momentum for the markets. But several discounts, like I said, available in the stock markets too, so continue to look for them, and we can help you do that if you stay with us on Business Today Television. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also continue to engage with us on our other social media platforms as well. Until then, many thanks for tuning in.